it's me, Ashley Marie, and today's video is a really exciting one for me because it's something that every woman can relate to, and it's periods. I wanted to do this video because I wanted to just share with you all some of my favorite go-to products when it's my time of the month. I think these type of videos are really good because everyone or every woman goes through it. It's always great to like swap ideas and you know, just kind of help each other in the circle of life or the cycle of life, because we all have it. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Period, Pooh. Ah! Period.
Period. Period. Period. Period. Period.
So the first thing that I think is extremely important for every woman is a planner of some sort where you can physically track your time of the month. I think this is so important because your period is a cycle. It's on for a certain amount of time. It comes back on around the same time every month, and if you don't keep track of it, you can have some mishaps, some leaking, some embarrassing moments. So it's always really good to track it. I know when I was younger, that was the first thing my mom told me to do. She was like, make sure you track your period because it's just really important, so that you know when it's coming on and it never surprises you. The thing that I think is so important, you guys, and I think every young lady should have one, is a period pouch. A period pouch is just any type of pouch, case that allows you to put your essential items for your period. So your pads, your tampons, if you do the menstrual cups, put that in here. If you like to have some type of feminine wipes or baby wipes, they go in here as well. And these are awesome because when it's your time of the month, you're going to the bathroom, you need your supplies. And I feel like you never want to have to go with like a tampon just in your hand. Like, you know, some people are just comfortable and living their truth in their life and they're like, I can do that. Me personally, you don't know what's in here, but I'm going to the bathroom with it, and it's neat. It keeps everything organized, and you always have like that supply set to the side when you need it. I think it's really important to have these. Also, depending on where you work, I know if you work in retail, they give you guys lockers and things like that. It's great to have a period pouch in your, or a little box of like menstrual products in there as well in your locker. If you work at an office, like for me personally, I have my own desk. In the back of one of my drawers, I have a box that I put tampons and pads in, and that's my go-to. So if anytime I forget my period pouch, I have products like waiting for me at the office. And if my coworkers need some, then I always offer it to them. But it does get pretty frustrating when, you know, there's that one person that's always like every month is asking, do you have this, do you have that? And it's like, girl, watch this video so you can know what you need to have, because you don't want to be that girl that's always taking everyone else's like supplies. Like, baby girl, you know when your period was coming on, or you should know. So stop trying to take all my stuff. Period. You guys, I'm gonna be saying period a lot just because it goes with the video. I don't even say that a lot in life, but period. So the next thing that is extremely important for your period is medicine. If you're someone who gets headaches, cramps, or anything like that, excuse me, y'all, medicine is always a go. I actually got this from the dollar store, and they're ibuprofen, 200 milligrams, and you get 100 coated tablets. And I legit got this from my dollar store. Like, ibuprofen is ibuprofen, baby. It doesn't have to be expensive brand. You can go to the dollar store and get a lot of these things. The next thing, y'all, a heating pad. Heating pads are amazing. A lot of times when it comes to cramps, Heat can kind of like lighten up the cramps, the pressure, that tightness. It can be very helpful. So if you ever know people that like work out or go to the gym, a lot of times afterwards they're like, when you get finished, like go soak in a hot bath, because that helps with like being sore and muscles being really tight. And it's a muscle. Everything in your body for the most part is like a muscle of some sort. So a heating pad just goes a long way. I actually got this from RiteAid. I believe it was like 15 bucks, which is not bad. I've had it for about 2 years. I like this one in particular. It's the soft heating pad. I like it because it has an auto shut off. It stays on for about, I want to say like 20 minutes, and then it shuts off. And I think that's really important because it's the winter time. People got those heating blankets and heating pads, and you don't want to have a fire. You don't want to leave something that's causing heat that can cause a fire, or too much heat to just be on all night. So I really like that. I think it's awesome. And yeah, and the good thing is the little bags or the covers that the heating pads come in can be either dry like it normally is, or you can actually wet it. You can actually wet it and use it as like a warm, wet kind of compress, which is good. But definitely check the brand that you get, because they don't all work like that. But I know this one, you can take this cover off, wet it, and then still use it as a heating pad. So I think that's really cool. Now, if at any point you don't have a heating pad, water bottle is always really good as well. First off, you do, and I had water. I'm all coughing and hacking, y'all. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, a water bottle works wonders. I remember when I was younger in like high school, and my mom would be like, get a warm rag, and you can put that on your cramps because it's heat. It holds heat, but it doesn't hold it for a really long time. The water bottle does work the same way. You can put warm water in the water bottle and just sit it right under on your stomach or under your stomach, however you build, baby. Because I could do either or. I could do under the little or on top, depending on how I'm feeling. Y'all got a little gutty gut, but it's alright. But yeah, you put some warm water in it, not too hot because it is plastic and you don't want to melt the bottle with piping hot water. But some warm water from your tub, your sink, whatever. Put it in the bottle and you can sit it on your stomach or wherever you're cramping up at, and it'll definitely help because it's still giving off heat. Now the downside is you do have to refill it a lot to just keep the heat going, but it is a quick and cheap kind of fix to a heating pad if you don't have one. And everybody got water bottles laying around, especially in your bedroom, because I have so many spread out, it's ridiculous. And so speaking of water bottles, drink a lot of water. People don't understand, your body is like a temple, and I know that's like so corny and old lady-ish or whatever, but it really is a temple, and everything that you put in goes out. I don't want to say all the time, but a lot of times when certain women are on their time of the month and you smell it and it's just like, baby, what is that? A lot of times it can be with their eating and with their drinking. And if you're not drinking water, you're not eating veggies and fruits, anything that comes out of your body is going to smell toxic. Toxic, baby. Britney Spears. Toxic. Like, drink water, and just in general, but especially when your time of the month is coming up or when it's on, drink that water. It helps. It helps so freaking much. And you just want to drink a lot of water in general. The next thing I do want to talk about is know what type of pads and tampons you need. A lot of times people don't realize tampons and pads are not a one size fit all. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting the right size based on your body, but also based on your flow. Now when it comes to tampons don't matter about your size because it's going right up in that joint. Now, the only thing that does matter about tampons is what you're comfortable with. For example, you have cardboard applicators and plastic applicators. cardboard applicators, I don't know why they still make those. It's the hardest thing trying to insert because it's cardboard. That dried up cardboard, it's hard to like have a gliding kind of insert. Like that doesn't happen. The plastic is a lot easier to just slide in that joint, bloop, pull it out, you good. Open like a flower, like it's good, it's easy. So that depends on tampons. Is like, well, what do you prefer? Apples and oranges, cardboard or plastic. Okay, you like apples. Now you have, you know, your Gala, your Granny Smith, your Honey something. Like you have your options, and that goes from um, regular, super, super plus. You know, and that's based on the flow. So you have one or two, and then once you pick whichever one, it goes into, okay, what is your period like? So that's another thing. For me personally, I like to, I know people say super isn't that great because of the potential like toxins or chemicals that they put into the super tampons that people say they don't put in the other sizes. I don't know, but I like to do supers. You keep them in, they catch everything. You're good to go. A good panty liner or a ultra thin, light kind of pad. Pair them joints together. Catch any leakage. You feel fresh and dry. Boom, bam, ew. So that's my part on that. Another thing that I think is really important, feminine wash. Now, don't let people try to make you feel bad about buying feminine wash. Feminine wash is really good. I use the Summer's Eve Sensitive Skin Cleaning Wash. I like to use this when it's my time of the month solely because your balance is constantly being thrown off from your period, from what you eat, just a lot of things. And this is something that helps balance your pH out, which I think is really important after your time of the month. After your time of the month, you want to go back to like an even playing field. So having like a body wash, especially with the pH balance or balancer or whatever, I think is really awesome because it stops you from getting yeast infections and things like that after your period. Baby wipes. Baby wipes, Summer's Eve wipes, whatever you use. I love having these like in the bathroom, little smaller counts in my pocketbook because having a period, it can be messy at times. And if you're not about to take a shower or you're out and about, you want to feel as fresh as possible. And I think baby wipes or just any type of wipes are definitely helpful because it keeps you nice and clean and fresh down there. I use baby wipes. I get these from the dollar store. And you can just throw them in your pocketbook, throw them on a shelf in your bathroom. You don't have to just use them for your period. You could just use them when you need a little fresh me up. I really enjoy them for that. Next, perfume, baby. I keep a mist in my bag, in every bag that I have. An umbrella and a mist goes in my bag consistently, like period. Period! It's always there. But I definitely love a nice mist. Because when you're on your period, when it's your time of the month, you're so self-conscious, you're so nervous. Oh my God, do I smell? Can someone smell me? So a nice little mist in your bag always gives you like that extra confidence and helps you out to just feel like you're freshest and your best and smell good. Especially during that time of the month because you feel so icky and you're so self-conscious, and I love a good mist. But just in general, a mist or perfume does not replace you taking a shower, you washing up, you getting in that joint, crack in front, everything with a little mild soap and go down. But it doesn't replace it. It doesn't. Take a shower. Take a bath, especially on your time of the month. I don't know where this misconception is, but you can't take a bath on your time of the month. You can. I don't know if it's the gravity or what, but if you take a bath during your period, your tub is not going to be filled with blood or blood in the water. It's really not. Like, the only time you may see blood is when you are washing with your rag and you go in and wipe around to clean it, you might see it on your rag, but your water won't be blood infested or anything like that. So take a bath, relax, take a shower, whatever you're comfortable with. But mist and perfume does not cover, or are not just the only thing that you do just in general, but especially during your time of the month. Take a couple minutes, 5 minutes to jump in the shower and keep yourself fresh. But a nice mist or perfume is always a great little in the bag kind of situation. And if you go to Victoria's Secret, you guys know I used to work there, they do have mini roller balls and sprays or spritzes of like popular perfumes and mist that you can actually toss in your period pouch with your pads and everything else like that. So that's awesome. Last thing, a good period snack. You guys, these chocolate covered pretzels I get from my market. They come up to like $3 and they are so good. When it's my time of the month, I crave chocolate. I love chocolate.
Chocolate! Chocolate!
I really like dark chocolate, but on chocolate covered pretzels, just regular milk chocolate is the key. But yeah, have a nice snack that's going to help you just with your cravings and just, you know, give you that little sweet relief, because you're going through something that every woman goes through that is stressful, that is just like brings so many emotions, being sad and happy sometimes and self-conscious, and you just want to like ball up into a corner. So something small as like a little snack that you like is always really great. That's my favorite. And yeah, just make it through. You got it, sis. Period. Period. Period poo. If someone knows where the period poo, like the poo part came from, I don't know where that came from, because I know growing up, my mom used to say like point blank period. Like if you're getting in trouble, like I'm the adult, you're the child, you listen to what I say, point blank period. I don't want to hear that. You know, like those are conversations mothers have with their kids where they used to say period, like with me growing up. But the period poo, or what else they say, they be like period. Just be mindful of your period. Always be aware of your body and what's going on. Always look before you leave the bathroom. Make sure everything is good. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Period, poo. Period, mamas. That's what else they say. Period. I was like, I know the young kids say period, poo, and I knew they said one more thing. They were like, period, mamas. I don't know who mamas is. Not my mamas. Bye, you guys.